Hello, you're welcome to Tuse University. Now I'm going to cut to the chase. No fluffs. I'm not going to back you down with any unnecessary information. All we did previously, all the sessions we've had in the previous videos, this time we intend to dirty our hands. We build a portfolio project or we build a project. This is a practical session. So my advice briefly is that you code along with me with your computer, or you watch the video, the second option, and then after you've watched it and understood the concept and everything, now you can build it by yourself. If you make mistake, you can refer to the video and correct yourself. Now what we do is we will be building this. I did this within, while I was coming to do this, I built it within some few minutes. You can see for yourself. I'll make it a little small. You can see this is a picture. You can see this is, we call it a navigation, and we have sidebar where I put all these stuffs in. You can see for yourself. Then these are effects. We can do them later. I mean, I'll be showing you this probably in the advanced stage. Then this is a footer where you could see this the copyright Tuse University 2021. Then this is a picture. Well, that's about it. So I'll keep it here, and then what I'm gonna do is that this is a real picture, but I use Photoshop to dim it a little bit. I'll show you how to use Photoshop in some of this series of videos to come pretty soon, or probably later. But we'll do that. We'll make sure we show you all that on this channel. So what you should do is to subscribe to this channel. You like and share. You tell the story, let people know. Don't keep it to yourself. Just let others know about it, so that we can have a community of developers. And I'm sure that's going to help a great deal. All right, enough of the talking. So what we do now is to copy this picture, not this. I'll share it along with you. Don't worry. I'm copying these two, this and this, and then I'll create a folder. You can check it, and then I name the folder project _01. So I copy these two and dump them right in there. Let me copy. I'll copy them instead. I'll copy them into this. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's it. So what we do next is to crack open our Visual Studio Code. There we go. It opens. All right. Then we have our browser. Let's put it side by side. In any case, I think I've spoken at length about these. You can see for yourself. This time is for project. You can see we are going to build project right there. So let me take it off quickly. Okay, now what we should do, let's bring this down and we shift this here. Let me shift it here a little. Okay, then I'm going to dump this folder inside. Anywhere in the Visual Studio Code you can dump it. There we go. So you can see the pictures are there. These are the pictures. You can see for yourself. Okay, so click on this. After new file, these are icons. If you don't mind, you click on this. So index.html, just follow me and enter. So this is what we get. So let's minimize this a little. Okay, there we go. Now shift exclamation sign. You could see if you are using Visual Studio Code, there is something we call emit, and that is what is going to help give you all this boilerplate, this code. You don't need to code everything from scratch. You can just have them. But as a beginner, you can learn how to, just like the previous project, you can learn how to write them without really using such an intelligent text editor. But after you've learned it, or you've done it several times and over, it becomes second nature to you, and then it becomes so easy for you to do this. So shift exclamation sign, then you hit on tab or enter, and you are going to get this boilerplate for yourself. Now what we should do now is we come to our body. Then let's start it right away. So you can see on my right, you can see there is the banner section. You can see a picture there, and after the picture you could see this ones. We call this one notification. So we are going to build the first one first. You can also see, let me open it. You can see clearly that on each side, on the right side, on the left side of this website, you can see this white page right on left. If you can scroll down a little, you can see white space again. But you can see right on the screen, all these places are, in fact, the white spaces, you can let the pictures you are seeing and the design you are seeing, you can let them spread to the left and the right, but we decide to confine them together. It's deliberate. Along the way, those other websites we're building, we will stretch the page and let the page cover the whole screen. But this time, we intend to actually restrict the page where the content is a little like this, so that just minify something very small so you can see it. We intend to let you know the difference, how you can do it. You can do things differently anyhow, so far as you understand the website development stuff. All right, so let's head on. Let's go. Now the first thing we do is to create something we call a container. So see what I'm going to do. So, but I'll give it an ID. So you can use this. This is the pound sign. Then you write, you type the name container. Then you hit on the top. So you can see a container, an ID of container is created. It's so easy. You can just do what I have done and you are good to go. Now the next thing we do, if you can see, we have picture and we have these home button, about, contact, and block. We can have several other ones, but this time we chose to have just 4. So we have an image at the background and we have these buttons. So let's see how we go about it. So the first thing is that what I'm going to do is to make sure I have this one. So we call it UL. So you tap UL, you tap on, you hit on the top, then you have LI, you hit on the top, and inside the LI, you can have A, and you hit on the top. That's a link. So in the link, if you don't want it to go anywhere, later on we can let it go to several other pages. But this time we don't want it to go anywhere. It should stay at this same page. So we call it a dummy page, just like where it is. So we use a pound sign here once again. Then here we type in between the A's, we type, let's say, home. I'm making sure it's exactly like you are seeing here. So just follow along with me. So in Visual Studio Code, you can hit on, you can hit on Shift, Alt, then the arrow button, and it's going to replicate these things like you're seeing. It will replicate what we built already, what we've coded already. So what I'm going to do is to change the name. This is about. The next one is contact. The last one, because there are 4, is block. Okay, let's save. And let's right click and open and see. There's some bullets, running down vertically: home, about, contact, and block. Now we are not seeing anything. You can see, apart from all that we're seeing, nothing else. So what I'm going to do is to make sure I work on the container. Let me work on the container so you see it clearly for yourself. This is the container, but before then, you can check. I go to style, then the container is ID. So the ID, anytime you want to handle the ID from the HTML section in the or to the CSS section, you can see from the HTML section we've named it div. The div container ID is equal to container. If you want to get hold of the ID in the CSS or in between any code that appears in between the style, any code that appears in between the style, what you should do is to bring a pound sign and then you type the name container. So after typing the name, this is what we want. We actually want the width to be 960 pixels. Then we want the, if you don't mind, background color. I want to show you the background color. Let's say beige. Then you have to follow this. Then the margin we have it auto. The purpose of this is to make sure it's centered, it doesn't shift to the right or to the left. Then we have the height. Let's give it a height for now. We have let me put it this way, 200. No, I prefer 100 VH. That's a viewport height. Let's save and see. You see what we got? The color has changed. From this, we didn't do that, but I just want you to see clearly. So you see here is document, but here is template one. Document, you can see. Let's change it. If we can go here or come here and change it to, let's say, project one, and we save, you can see it has changed to project one. So when you change the title, this is where you see, you check website, you see the head, from the head, or before, whilst browsing, you can see that the website, they have specific names, and these names can be worked on from the title, just like you've seen it now. So title 2, in case you make it title 2, I mean project 2, you could see it has changed. By this time, let's make it project 1. It's changed because of the live server. It changed automatically. If you don't have the live server, it means you have to, refresh it all by yourself, or better still, you install it right from here. Then you type live server. If you type live server, it's going to pop out my internet. Okay, let's see how it goes. So this is what we've gotten so far. Now you can see from this is the main container, but I would want this. I think I need to comment on this ones. Banner. I would want to have something like banner, where I'll put everything on top here. I'll put everything on top here. I'll put this, the navigation, and this picture. I want them to be inside the banner. So I'll want to name a div again by name banner. Okay, there we go. So I'll cut this and bring it down here. Okay, this is how it will be, like so. Okay, so we see the banner right there. Okay, so now let's work on the banner. So the pound sign, then the banner. Then we say background of the banner, then URL. Then we have c.png. Then we have no repeat. Then we have sender. We have sender and sender. then cover. We can change this later, but let's see what happens. Can you see that? Yes, it's popping out now. Okay, so you can see the height is really it's not as big as this. So what we do, let's give it a let's give it a height. Let's give it a height. So let's say width of 100%, then height of, let's say, 400 px. Oh, there we go. Can you see that? You can make it big for you to see. All right, this is what we are seeing. Okay, so the next thing is background color. I don't need this, but well, let's see. It's not necessary, but let's see. Background color, let's see what appears. Let's say gold. Can you see? It has, check it for yourself. Okay, this is it. So let me actually comment it out. We are not going to use it, but you can use it if you don't mind. Then overflow hidden. Good. So you can see when we overflow hidden, it makes sure the image is a little big. It's a little big. So if we say overflow hidden, the intention is to make sure the image does not go beyond the boundaries of the banner. I hope that is clear. All right. So now we are through with the banner itself. So let's go to URL. The UL instead. UL. After the banner, you see we worked on the container. Now we've worked on the banner. Now we are going to work on the UL. So we are going to nest it. Nesting means you have to type the parent container first, in this case banner, like so. And then after you've typed the banner, now you have to type UL. You can see clearly there. It means we've selected, we are like the unordered list that is found in banner with an ID, or a div with an ID of banner. It's that simple. All right, so let's work on that. So the width again is 100%. Then we talked about list style. This is very, very important. This one very important. List style is none, and let's check. I save it right away. It has removed the. Let me comment it. You see. Okay, see the bullet points are there, but when you put in the list style none and you save, it will get rid of the bullet point. All right. So what we do, you can check again. Just check this one. After the UL, inside the UL, we have LI. You can see clearly on your screen. So once again, you can go down from banner, UL, then you go to LI. Okay, so the LI, what we are going to do is that we say display. We have block and we have inline block. So display inline block, inline. Okay, inline block. Let's see how it goes. Okay, can you see? Very important property. You shouldn't take it for granted. Display inline block, that's what we got. Then padding. Padding is the space, or if you like, yes, padding is the space all around the particular property. I mean, padding is the space around this LI. So if we say padding left, it means we want the space towards the left. the left side. So if padding left, and we put in 10 px, 10 pixels, let's see what happens. You see the way it has shifted, it moved towards the left. Each of the element has moved then its neighbor. It has moved its neighbor, it has pushed it, or it has pushed itself inward 10 pixels. Okay, then let's talk about border radius. No, we are not talking about border radius now. Let's talk about padding top. Let's see how it goes. The intention is I want to actually shift all these. I want to bring them down just like this one looks. They were up here and I pushed them down here. So it's just like I'm trying to hack it in a way. But along the way, let's stay with us. You understand that it's not a rocket science. It's that easy. So with this, I'm just going to push it like this. Per my calculation, 371 pixels. It's going to push it. Whoop, the pushed is down. Okay, so what we do, before then, let me reset. We call it reset. Let me reset the whole page, where if I give any padding or margin or any width or height, there's not going to be any extra addition to these properties or this object. Without this reset, where we say padding 0, we call it reset. The margin 0, then we say box sizing, then we say border box. Without this, can you see that? Without this reset, so let me comment on that. We say reset of the page, of the web page. You can see for yourself. If we don't reset it like this, any height or width or padding or margin we give to any of the elements, the browsers will add extra extra values to these properties. So please take notice of this. So after resetting, I needless do anything about it again. You could see they move from the bottom up just a little. Okay, that's great. Now you can see we worked our way down from the top down. From the container, we came to the banner, we came to the UL, we came to the LI, and you can see that each of the LIs has a. That's a link. These are links. They are A tags. Those are links. If I have, later I'll show you that if I have anything here, any link, like let's see, http www.google.com. If I have this, if I click on this home page, I wouldn't click. If I click on this home page, because this dummy pound sign is removed and is replaced with this URL link. If I click on the home page here right away, you can see when I point, can you see? Check. Look down here. Look here, down here, the button here. If I point here, can you see google.com? If I point google.com, if I point here, it shows index.html. If I point here, index.html. But if I point to the home, because I've changed this, if I point to the home, it's telling me if I click, I'm going to go right to Google. But I wouldn't want to do that, so I keep it. So that is a link tag. So we have to also work on the link tag. So hash the pound sign, then banner again, the UL, LI, then A. We could have gone like UL, LI, A without the banner, but we want to be very specific. So this is what we got. Now let's work down. So padding again on the A, we said 10 pixels. We save. You can see. Then we have border radius. You can see what happens. Border radius. Let's say 5 pixels. Oop. Okay. It's not showing. So I think the color will show now. Text decoration, we say none. You can see the lines will go. Yes, the lines have gone. All the lines have disappeared. Now see, background color. We say gold. Let's see. I save. Oh, there we go. You can see that. Just same as this. Can you see that? All right. Let's continue. Now, okay, let's see. I'll put this thing here, transition. Then I go like let's say 5 milliseconds. Oh, okay, let me see how it appears. Let's see. Let's do this. I'll copy this. I'm actually doing this so that when, as if the cursor gets close, if the cursor gets close here, can you see when it gets close? See what happens. The color changes. That's what I want. I want the exact same effect. If I point to them, nothing changes. But if I point to these ones here, each of them changes. You can see there's a change. There are changes all over. This one changes, this one changes, this one changes. All of them change. There is an effect when you point to them. But here doesn't do that. So I would want to work on that. So what I do is to copy all these tags and I'll paste the same thing here. See down here, like so. Then I'll have a column, then I'll have hover. What I mean is if I hover, if I bring it close, what should happen? That's what I intend doing. So let's see what happens then. So color, what I mean is, okay, let's see. When I type, I'll explain when it comes. I want this color to appear, a pound FFF. Okay, let's see. Can you see? The color is blue, I think. But when I hover, when the cursor gets there, it changes. Can you see that? Okay. Then background color. I want gold rod. Okay, so let's see. I point. Can you see that? Oh, nice. Okay, let me make this 1 second. Let me see how. Okay, can you see? It looks nice. It looks better. Nice. Okay, fine. So we are through with this session, the banner session. We are through with the navigation. Now we will have to go to this page, the main content, this particular area. We need to build this too. And I hope you understand it. I hope it's clear. If you don't get it, please kindly watch the video again. But don't forget, subscribe to Tuse University and subscribe to our channel. Comment if you like. Give us positive review. If there's anything you want us to work on, we are all for it. Just let us know and we are going to work on them.